Alright, what's up guys? My name is Miguel Armijo, and excuse my redness. Right now I just got back from the gym, and if I'm being honest, my schedule's a little bit busy right now, but I didn't want to go a day without spreading my little golden nugget for you guys. So I've been making this small YouTube series, and I've been sharing like a step-by-step process on the habits that I had to adopt in order to be able to get out of the paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. The reason I'm doing it like one video at a time is because I've noticed that me personally, when I would consume a whole book in a day, or not in a day, but when I would consume a whole book at once, or when I would consume so much content at the same time, there was a lot of really sound advice. And if I would have applied this like 5 to 7 years ago, then I would have been further down the road. So once I started to really listen to a lot of this information and actually started applying it, it was shocking like how much of an impact all these little nuggets were actually what they were actually making. So for that reason, that's why I'm kind of sharing it like one step at a time. And it's gonna be a somewhat slow process if you're kind of new to this, but I kind of like to see it like when I was learning how to drive a car. So when I was learning how to drive a car, there were a lot of things that I had to focus on at once to be able to actually drive like a normal, like functioning person. I had to keep an eye on the speedometer, making sure I was going the speed limit. I had to make sure I was aware of my surroundings, making sure I kept my distance from the other cars so I wouldn't cause an accident. I had to make sure that the steering wheel was always in place and I always turned it well enough. There were just a lot of different things. I had to make sure that I was pressing on the brake with the right amount of pressure. And when you started to learn how to drive, at least for me, it was a very overwhelming experience because it was a lot of things that I had to learn at the same time. But I've noticed that when I take on a new skill that I want to learn and I actually start taking it step by step, I just learn everything 5 times faster than I normally would. So for that reason, I'm kind of sharing these little habits and these little steps one piece at a time. So my biggest advice today is to grab one of those videos, or it doesn't necessarily have to be my videos. It can be a chapter from a book, and just keep rereading that chapter or keep rewatching that video for 1 month straight. And what you're gonna see is that, yes, maybe you read it passively and you did consume the information and you understood it, or you got the concept of it, but you didn't really understand it profoundly enough to actually start applying it to your day-to-day life. So once you keep rereading this, or once you keep on revisiting the information, you're gonna see how applicable it is to your life, and you're gonna quickly begin to take it one step at a time. So once you have that first step mastered, move on to the next video and take another month or take another 2 months if you have to. It doesn't matter how long you do it. What matters is that you stick with it and you actually learn the steps that the way they were meant to be learned. And so basically all I'm saying is just take it one step at a time and keep, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to learn the fundamentals, but if you learn the fundamentals correctly, you'll be able to supersede most of the other people that are consuming the same information a lot faster than them.